Okay. I didn't do a video yesterday, but I did finish the page. And what you can see is, whoops, this is the page I finished. One of the reasons I didn't get to the next page is I had to do the dialogue, and it took me a while to come up with that, and I don't have another page set up yet. So I'm probably going to try and at least write an outline for the next 6 pages, and then do another pencil thing. But we're going to go ahead and get started on page 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is beginning of page 6. So starting with layer 1 and the technical pen. Nickel. The reason that's such a painful step for me is because I often have to resize the image to match whatever the word balloon I just put in. And that can be kind of a pain. And then, as you can see, I work with really rough roughs, so a lot of times when I'm working with a rough, I'll, you know, go ahead and spend a little bit of time making a little bit more fleshed out, not particularly for the sake of the drawing, but for the sake of the inking later on. I want to be a little bit more exact, make some decisions a little bit more concrete. And you have to do it, you have to do everything in the right order. If you start inking it and then you resize it, you could end up with distortion, and then you just end up having to redraw it, re-ink it anyways. Redry and re-ink. So this is the order it has to work in. It has to work in with pencil roughs first. Then dialogue. Then resizing everything. And then inking. And if you stray too far outside of that as a norm, well, you're on your own, because there's going to be some problems. Now, the problems are not insurmountable. I've been working around the problem. I came to this method through experience, so I've definitely experienced the problems many a time. Many a time. Alright, what do we got left? On Saturday, I did a pretty good, well, I feel it's pretty good, image using action figures as reference. And now I can't find it. What have you done to it, Peter? What have you done? Oh, there's no telling. There's no telling what he's done with it. Oh, there it is over there. I can see it. It came out pretty good. Let me just show it to you, because I think this is kind of where I want to go with maybe starting in 2024. So, this to me is pretty good. I haven't finished erasing all of it. There's still eraser lines to be erased. But for the, I don't know if you can see the all the details on it. There's 2 dragons coming after this one guy. certainly in the vein of fantasy art and using action figures as reference. I did another one. This is just using pictures of action figures as reference. It's not really complete, but it's started. I don't like this mushroom. I'm probably going to erase this mushroom. Do something else. But it's supposed to be these two characters coming out of a pod or a doorway on an alien planet. Anyway. And I'm going to, whoops, try and contribute to some fantasy art zines. Well, not fantasy art, they're just zines. But I'll contribute some fantasy art to those zines. I think I'm in 3 publications this year. And all of them were complete flukes. Like, I didn't expect them or go after them as, you know, pursue the opportunity. The opportunity kind of came to me, and it makes me think there must be much more out there if I, you know, actually put in a big effort and try and bring it forward. Okay, we got panels. It's panel 6. Page 6 is underway. If we've got 6 panels on this page, and the page is all paneled out, let's take off the pencil layer. Take a look. Ah, there's a problem right there. Always be on the lookout for your problems. There we go. The grid. Not everyone loves the grid, but you know, it's... The grid keeps us sane, I think. Alright, we're going to make a couple of layers. Well, one new layer at least. Rename ink. Make sure you get the right blade, which is this one. Now, I'm not using reference, but I might have to go back and get some reference for a chimpanzee. This chimpanzee is drawn from imagination. Well, he's not really a chimpanzee. He's an ape scientist. So he's not based on any specific breed of chimpanzee, but we have the gorillas as the military, and we have these advanced chimpanzee guys. As our scientists. I was looking at the this is I don't know if it's a minor controversy, but it's this variant cover done by, oh, I even forgot his name, but it's very poorly drawn X-Force variant cover, which has, here's what it has. The cover has Beast, supposedly, so they didn't even do a very good drawing of Beast. And then like a Wolverine over here to the side. And Wolverine, for some reason, has his claws up. But, like, the head is too big. It's just a dumb... I know what people's issues with it is the head is poorly drawn and the figure is poorly drawn in the figures. That actually doesn't bother me that much, except that the head is too large here on the Wolverine figure. But the composition of head and guy as a cover, it's just so meaningless. There's so much more you could do with that. So nobody knows what the story is, really. Is he doing like a Frank Miller, where he's doing kind of a more illustrated look? I prefer the illustrated look myself, even though this cover didn't do it for me. I would like to see more of this style. Replace the, the light boxed, photo traced CSP style, which is abysmal. Boy, do I hate it. Okay, this is one of those questions where you need... Do we need photo reference? I don't know if chimpanzees have eyebrows or not. I assume they do. Yeah, they do. The more I look at it. By giving him one eye wider than the others, it gives him kind of a little bit of an unbalanced look, because the character is unbalanced. All right. Gonna give him a bit of an ear. There's another one right there. He's meant to be like a mad scientist. This is going to be a character that rivals Van Ruin for his devious intelligence. And he's worse in a lot of ways, because Van Ruin believes he is doing good things for humanity. But our ape scientist does not care for humanity. I might even give him like a cane. I haven't really thought about it. I think maybe this is too high up. It shouldn't go all the way up to his chin. So probably down there. We'll see the details by looking at the other uniform. Let's take a look. Okay, now in the picture, the light is coming from this monitor. So the shading would be coming first of all, let's put some dark in here. As much as I enjoy that Popeye, I might have to dial it back a little bit. There we go. So what is happening there? Okay. Okay. So our laugh lines, right? Wrinkles. I know that monkeys can become addicted to smoking, but I don't know if they can become alcoholics. I'll have to look that up. Just for academic purposes, of course. I think that's pretty good. We need, he's talking, right? So you don't have a character talk unless you're going to open his mouth a little bit. There we go. Here's our helpful assistant. Assistant monkey. And then even though he is a monkey like the other monkey, he's not as unattractive, right? He's not as affected by evil. Take a look. All right, we like this monkey. I actually kind of like my monkey designs. I want to use these guys or somebody like them, maybe even this character, for something else. Okay. So it's really clear which side the light's coming from both figures. Light this way. All right. Have their lab coats on. All right. I was going to give him maybe a name tag, but I don't think I will. All right, now we're going to get the background, and then we're going to call it a day. So we're not going to get the whole background in, I think, today. I think this is going to be one of those that takes a couple of days to finish it. Maybe I'll do a bit in my spare time. But what's revealed on this page, this is page 6. Page 5, if you recall how it ends with a silhouette, and he's looking into what might not be obvious is a computer monitor or a window of some sort. I actually used a lighter shade of black for what's inside the monitor. And there's some interference. When we pull back, we see that it's actually a monitor. So more of the laboratory equipment will be on display. And it can't just be just an open window, because then we still might confuse it for a window, right? So we're gonna have to show gauges and dials and all that other stuff. You want to be real clear with your audience what you're trying to show. Oops. So we can actually even I don't know. I might do some reference about it. What are these? What are some old 1960s mad science television closed circuit TV look like? Take off the layer here. Oh, I've got problems already. I'm looking at this. I've got this sort of wall over here, but I've made a mistake. And this is the mistake. It's exactly wrong. Okay. Here's the deal. But caught by my own perspective trick. But I also outwitted my own perspective trick, so maybe I'm okay. We'll see. All right. Nope. I think that reads okay for right now. Now, it could be that I'm completely wrong. Okay. And then this panel, what else but more computer stuff, right? All right, now we got a back wall. And there we go. Now it's not perfect. It is what it is. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but we're trying to figure it out. Let's do a base plate. And the trick here is line weight and, you know, keep your shape language understandable. Don't try to make the viewer work to figure it out. Be real obvious. Intent. Don't keep it a secret. Don't keep it a secret. How about that? How about that? All right. It's the Cersei. Actually, we could do name tags so that everybody knows who's talking to who. Can't really fit his on there. It's going to make him Grigor. Alright. Now the reason I'm putting this piece of equipment or pipe back here is I had this idea that if I cover up most of the obvious perspective clues, the obvious ones, for example the corners of the walls, but I kept things like contour lines, that it would still read right. And I still believe that to be true. Plus I think it'll make for an interesting background. Alright, you chuckleheads. Let's call this a video. Please like, follow, and subscribe. And I will see you later.